Immigration, another hot topic last night. Candidates clashing over the possibility of amnesty for the roughly 11 million people thought to be here right now illegally.
We are a country of laws. Going to have to go out, and they'll come back, but they're going to have to go out, and hopefully they get back.
And somehow pick them up at their house and ship them out of Mexico to Mexico? Think about the families. Think about the children.
What we need to do is allow people to earn legal status where they pay a fine, where they work, where they don't commit crimes, where they learn English, and over an extended period of time, they earn legal status. That's the path, a proper path to make this work.
Or if a bunch of people with journalism degrees were coming over and driving down the wages in the press.
Joining me now, Chris Plante, syndicated radio talk show host, and Leslie Marshall, also syndicated radio talk show host and a Fox News contributor. Okay, Chris, who won that argument?
Well, that's a really good question. You know, I think Ted Cruz probably made the most adult argument, the economic argument, the nuts and bolts. Let's get into what it means for the maximum number of Americans here. I think that was the best argument, the most serious argument. I think John Kasich sort of exploded on the launch pad there with his response. I think that he demolished his chances with a huge swath of the Republican base. And this is, as Monica Crowley was saying about the previous discussion, everybody's got legitimate points. Are we really going to deport 11 million people?
Well,
are we going to leave the door open, a pathway to citizenship? This is where the debate is.
The interesting thing, Leslie, is that John Kasich was talking about compassion, which, as Chris points out, that's not necessarily going to be a favorite with the primary voters on the GOP side. Ted Cruz said, look, the illegal immigration problem is an economic calamity. What do you think, Leslie?
Well, I'm not a top economist, but top economists have said in study after study that that's not true. We actually look at a growth in wages and income anywhere from 6.6 to 9.7%. You have to remember, pretty much the only people that are affected by undocumented workers' work are people that have dropped out of high school, that don't have high school diplomas.
But you're talking about other workers, though. But you're not talking about the economic calamity on the rest of the economy, like education and health care, et cetera.
But it's not draining our economy. The facts and figures have not showed that that is draining our economy. And quite frankly, again, and I've said it before, why are we always demonizing the people coming here rather than the corporations dangling the carrot of opportunity in the form of jobs? Well, and to Chris's point about Kasich and Bush, they may not be as well liked by the choir last night, but in a general election, I think that's going to get them votes from independents and centrists.
Right, but they got to get through the primary first. Chris, 10 seconds to wrap it.
Absolutely.
I don't think the individuals are being demonized. I'm in favor of holding companies and people that hire illegal aliens accountable. So is Ted Cruz. This is a very and the idea that the economy is bumping along and we don't have 92 million people out of the workforce.
Yep.
These people are taking jobs from someone. I can tell you that much.
All right, Chris and Leslie, thank you.
Thanks.